What up, Facebook? Hey, honey. It's Val. And you're in Valtopia now. What up? It's Tuesday. It's Twerk It Tuesday. Time to work it. Sissy strut, baby. The meters, the funky meters. I wish I could keep playing it. Yeah. All right, let me turn that down, turn it off. What up, everybody? Say hello. It's Valtopia TV time. It's about 4:40 here in LA, in Venice Beach. And I've been chilling for a few days. I was kind of feeling under the weather, a lot of physical pain. And now I'm feeling amazing. And I'm here to connect with you guys and tell you all the good stuff that's been happening. Who's here with me? Say hello. Say hi, honey. And let me grab this and start sharing it around a couple places, and then we'll get into it a little bit. So many good vibrations coming through, so many rapid healings, so many shifts. Not that it has to be fast, but it doesn't have to take forever, and people don't have to be stuck and suffering. And so much amazingness is going down that I want to share. I want to share! Yeah! All right, let me load this up and get some crew going here. Say hello. I see a bunch of people. Say hello, honey. And the last time I was live, I was over at that fun restaurant in Venice, and then my batteries kept dying. And I met a bunch of new people on the stream. So say hello if you're one of those people that were here last week. Say hello, all my regulars. Give me some love. What's happening? So I'm going to share this to all the places. I miss seeing you guys, but I do not come on unless the energy is right. You know what I'm saying? Which is usually every day, but once a month I slow down a little bit. Okay, I'm going to share this into Valtopia. You guys should get in Valtopia. Hey, Nicole. Hello. Hey, Holly. What up? Y'all are all in Valtopia. I know you are. But if you're not in there yet, it's a free group, and you can get a wonderful meditation in there. If any of you have listened to the meditation and then didn't feel better after the meditation and in fact felt some extra resistance, please let me know. We can flush that out in a second. The beauty of that is that the meditation might arouse or trigger certain responses that you've been ignoring. Hi, Gemma, welcome. Hey, Tanisha. About your body or where you're holding on to tension, right? And so if you're feeling stirred up and then not really sure how to release that energy, that might be why you feel that way when you listen to it. So please let me know if that's you, and it will take me an instant to tune in with you and flush that. That's what happened with somebody that I know in person, and she'd gone to acupuncture and felt amazing, and then listened to my meditation and had an interesting response. But she hasn't quite yet learned to move energy through her body at all. And so listening to my audio sort of stimulated a response, but she wasn't quite sure how to continue that process. So if you think that's you, we can shift that. All right, I'm sitting here chatting, and I need to share so we can get crew going. Gemma, how are you? Tunisha, Holly, Nicole, what's going on, everybody? Tell me what's happening today. Tell me how I can tune in with you. I don't think I'm doing individual readings because I really want to share with you what's going on, but I'm definitely pulling some cards here because it's been a few days and we need to know what the energy is, right? We want to find out what's going on. So let me share this to my timeline. And I want to tell you, hey, Ash, there she is. Ash was here last week when it's getting hot in here. Last week we were at the Deuce Cafe. I think that's what it's called, Deuce. And we were going and going, and then the phone died, and then the laptop died. And so I'm glad you're back, Ash. Yay. Gemma's doing well. I'm doing amazing. I really am doing amazing. I want to finish this sharing experience because I just want to tell you what is going on. All right, I'm shared a couple places. This is what it is today. Please do share, like my business page. Get yourself all hooked up so you know when I'm turning on, because it just keeps getting more energetic and more expansive. The transmissions are more rapid and more effective and deeper. And, you know, there was a while where I didn't really want to talk about things like this way because, you know, I don't want to give the illusion that transformation is a magic pill or a magic button. And it's not. It's all about you and where you are and how aligned or misaligned you are and how passionate you are and what you desire. And, oh, doesn't it go more smoothly when you have a alchemist and energy queen on hand? It goes more smoothly because many of us resist transformation and up-leveling our experience because of trauma memories, either in our DNA or in our actual life experience. And it keeps us in this sort of safety zone. And the work that I do snaps you out of that shit. We get on with it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm owning that. I am owning that. I've been talking about my lightning bolt, and I've been talking about the energy coming through. And I realized that I must own it because the energy is powerful, and it's not responsible for me not to fully convey the level of expansion that you experience when you fully surrender to your own divine channel and you're activated and you start having information coming through and you start meeting people, and you're like, my clients say to me, this is crazy. And I'm like, it's not crazy, it's divine alignment. It's beautiful. You're activated. So let me see what we have to say in here. Tunisha says, I love synchronicity. I just finished a meditation and received an energy activation as I'm days away from being an accredited energy practitioner. How exciting. And you're in Australia. Thank you. Well, welcome. I love energy practitioners, and you should come into Valtopia if you desire and share your work with us and our beautiful community in there and here too. Sue, welcome, honey. Ash says, you're going to be a big part of my growth. I can feel it. Yes. And you know, you can watch these free live streams, and a lot of you do because you're not in a place where you can invest or you haven't decided to yet, and you learn a lot. And that is definitely my intention. I intend with everything I do to share my love, my compassion, my fire, my divine connection, and that just comes as part of it. But I'm seriously blown away, you guys, daily at what's happening. For example, just about an hour ago, one of Team Valtopia was experiencing physical pain, and I just sent an intention to release that pain. I wish I could do it to myself. I do it to myself, but I can't do anything else while I'm doing that pain relief. But we're talking about instant connection. I like you guys feel me when we do the readings, and rapid release of emotional drama, and quickly being able to attune to a higher level of resonance and fresh ideas coming in and things shifting. We can do this. You guys, I gotta open the window. I'm hot. Woo! I'm already, I'm sort of getting into it, right? We're getting into it, and I'm getting hot. So obviously some energy is about to come through for us. I'm feeling a lot of throat chakra here right now. Let me do a little watch party here. Yeah, now that's in my head. Getting hot in here. It sure is. It sure is. So here's what I got for you guys. Who wants to hear what's happening in the Valtopia sphere? Because it's good. It is good, baby. Holly's asking if I have a twin flame. Well, are you a twin flame reader? Do you want to guess and tell me what you think on my stream? And then I'll tell you what I think. Oh, that water tastes delicious. Okay. Hi, Julie. Welcome. Nicole says, yeah, girl. So here is what's happening in the Valtopia sphere. I'm relaunching the reboot, and the reboot is going to happen next Saturday on the 22nd. We're going to drop a contest. So you're going to be able to, for 2 days, you're going to be able to enter the contest and win a spot in the reboot. It's a $444 program. I'm so excited. So stay tuned. Rosie's getting that ready for us, and we'll drop that to whenever it's ready. And then you'll be able to share everywhere so that we can spread the word, because this 3-day experience rebooted my life, rebooted my business, and everything. I received it as a divine download last November. It was free, and it was the only time I've ever run it free. And it changed my life, and it changed the people's lives in the experience. So it's a really powerful process of receiving my energetic frequency and clearing and activation, but also a lot of information that allows you to see things in a new light and to finally write in your journal. If you have trouble writing in your journal, this is the class for you. If you have trouble accessing your higher guidance and sitting still in meditation and having a daily plan of rebooting your body, mind, and spirit, this is the experience for you. It's life-changing, and I'm going to be offering it every few months, and this is the time. It's the summer reboot 2019. So that's going on. I'm gonna read your comments in a minute. And then I have some other launches coming. You'll be able to know about that as they come. And then I have this awesome class coming in September. It's not even a class, it's a year-long. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. But I haven't received all the words and names and everything that's gonna happen with it. So it's still coming in. I mean, most of it has come in and I'm not ready to share all of it yet, but I can't wait. And then on top of that, I received the directive to honor my channel and to invite a different level of experience than I've ever done before, at a higher financial ask, you know, a different level of investment, because it's a completely different level of experience than I've been offering, where it involves me doing some very deep pre-work and post-work for said client who's making that level of investment. And it came in and it felt so good, and it's been calling me forever. And then of course I had my like freak out about like jumping levels and you know, what do we do and don't do and all these things. And I'm so just feel like my ears were popping all day yesterday, which is one of the signs I feel when I'm allowing myself to resonate at a higher frequency and to come into greater connection with my divine knowing. And it's just been I was sharing with my team, you know, I've been reviewing the footage for the reboot I like to quality check what I'm offering and make sure that I feel really beautiful about it. And I was crying because I was so proud of myself. You know, I didn't quite know what I was doing when I delivered the reboot, but I honored it. And I had 100 people come in free in this experience, and I really gave it my all. And now we run it every few months and it changes people's lives. But I was sick and I wasn't quite sure, and I didn't know what it was. And I'm telling you this because I know you guys have amazing stuff coming through you that somebody might make fun of you and your family, or you know, you've been doing it and you're at an amazing level and you just want to take it to that next level, and your mind is messing with you or your old habits are showing up. Whatever it is, we get to look at it and honor that fear and that restriction and limitation, and then go and do it. So who's ready to do your shit that's coming through you that freaks you out, that you're like, oh my God, I so got to bring this to the world? Because I've been doing it and it's fucking amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing. And yeah, it's hard in the beginning when only one person signs up and you're not sure. But I do to that one person as if there's a million people. Do you feel me on that? Wouldn't you imagine if you're in one experience with me and it's just you and me, and there were meant to be 20 people, you'd still get the same energy that is just going to change your life, whether there's one person or no person, and I'm just recording to the video and it's going to be distributed. It doesn't matter. It's coming through you, and you're meant to honor and shape it and get better and better at it and just be more natural and flow with it and be yourself, right? So let me read all these comments. Ash says, I saw a spirit science video on water, highly suggested. Yes, we are basically water. Share it in Valtopia. Holly says, I dare not give you a reading because I could be wrong. Ooh, you got to back yourself. If you do readings and you believe in yourself, then you wouldn't not do your reading. Are you not sure yet? Have you not practiced enough? Ash says, I'm glad you said you're offering every few months, trying to manifest some cash, but it's good to know when I'm ready, it may be around. Yeah, there's like a $22 program, Ash, on Valtopia.com that's really, I watched that again last night too, and I'm gonna start doing a promotion for it. It's kick-ass. It's 2 hours of me sharing all the deepest secrets that took me a lot of money and time to learn over these few years that I've been doing my own business, activating people with my own inspiration and artwork and sound frequencies, and teaching and mentoring and guiding and energy guidance and all this weird shit that I'm doing that's amazing and is life-changing and is very focused and intentional and powerful. You can receive a lot of that energy for only $22. It's an activation. There's a clearing and an activation. So, okay, Holly, you got to practice. That's how I started. I started in 2015. Ash says, what is the reboot compared to attunement? Okay, so what I've been offering lately, the last one is finishing today or tomorrow. The 5-day messenger is alignment and awakening. So that's like a direct interaction with me for 5 days, where you need to have a certain level of self-awareness and ability to connect in with your higher self to do that experience with me, because it's interactive and it's on for 5 days. Boom, 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 and then boom, a lot of stuff happens. If you're not ready for that, you can do all these self-guided courses that I have that allow you to get in your body and become aware of your energy centers and what you feel, and maybe process some emotions that you've been harboring or holding on to. So an attunement is that, where we're allowing you, with my guidance and connection, to tune into your own energy field and kind of see what's going on there. Because most of us, especially when we begin, we haven't, or even if you're an energy master or practitioner, but you come in with me, there will be new levels of awareness that you're gifted when you activate into my energy field. And so you are feeling reflected back to you maybe places where you're tight, or you're holding on, or you haven't let go, or you're still attached, and those will begin to unravel, and then that opens up inspiration, and the attunement and alignment comes from that feeling of clarity and discernment that happens, whereas before you might have just had blinders on and been feeling like you do and not even noticing that your throat is super tight and your guts are wrenched, and you know how we live, right? And the reboot is a process of experiencing that clearing and attunement with me, but then doing the work of writing into your journal and your story and what you've been experiencing and what you'd like to experience. It's a very, very powerful process of dragging and collecting you up into now, and then rebooting you into where you desire to be, not where you've been, and not where, if you're stuck on a habit or a belief, or you just will not do something that you really want to do, or you just want to start your summer off with like the best mindset and energy ever and have a daily practice that will carry you the rest of your life. For $444, you could join me in this group, or you can enter the contest over the next couple days. I need to fan myself. I'm hot, honey. Hi, Janet. Welcome. Oh, thank you, Ash. Yeah, it's on my Instagram link, and it's on Valtopia.com. I can send you a link afterwards if you want. All right, so thank you for listening to all of that. I've put so much work into this curriculum, and it's for you. It's for those of you who watch, and a lot of it is for those of you who watch and aren't ready to invest. So I'm investing in you by creating these materials, even though I have people investing at high levels. It's my pleasure and blessing, because I've found this material so life-changing, and I feel like so many more people need to know about it, right? We don't need to be stuck. We do not need to be stuck. So what you got for me? What question do you have for me here, who's on live here? Let me know if you're watching the playback too. Look how hot I got sharing about all that magic. So I'm going to pull a card from the Sacred Oracle Earth deck, and then I got to go and do videos for my newsletter. Have you signed up for my newsletter? Do you guys know that every week my team, I do little videos to them, and then they pop them into my newsletter, and the only place you get those videos and messages is in my newsletter. So I'm curating a special love channel to you through my newsletter. How lucky are you to sign up for free to the Valtopia newsletter and get videos of me, and maybe a free healing every now and then, or something I've channeled from the beach. Yesterday I channeled a new meditation from the beach, and it's very powerful, and it's only 15 minutes long, and it'll clear and reboot you to your own neutral. I'm clearing some throat chakra energy. Do you guys feel that? Who's still here? Hello. So these cards that I got a couple weeks ago at the crystal shop are so beautiful, and I've really been enjoying them as I do my daily journal practice. How many of you have a beautiful daily journal practice? Ash says, would you say there is a common general path we follow as we learn about our spiritual side? I feel like there's steps, and most people discover them in sequence. Well, that is what I teach in my curriculum. So the Abundance Awakening is about opening up your perspective and clearing some initial stuff. And yes, there is like a level to which you are immersed in your cultural programming and conditioning when you first come into this world. And, really what's so important is to follow the people that you're drawn to, and to follow your intuition, and to follow your faith. And that's, I think, the scariest part for people in the beginning. Because everything culturally says don't even do that, especially if you're really got religious training and programming, or if you've been, certain cultures are very restrictive, and it can really feel like you're gonna die if you honor yourself and do what's coming through you. And you're not gonna die, and your parts of you will die, but you're like, see you later, didn't wanna have that anymore anyway. What gets to die are the looped patterns that have been driving you crazy. What gets to die are the poor relationships that lack intimacy and authenticity and truth for you. What gets to die are the feelings of always being under someone and that you're helpless to solve your own solutions. What gets to die is this feeling of disconnection from everyone and everything and thinking, why do I belong here? Don't you want that stuff to die? That was powerful coming through for you guys. All right, so Ash says, I learned a motto. Am I still breathing? Yes, I am. Well, and in Valtopia, I feel like it goes beyond just breathing. I want us to be dancing and having a good time while we're breathing, honey. Life is for living. Life is for living and enjoying and being in our bodies. And a change for Valtopians, it's about changing what it means to be alive, the story of what it means to be alive, and enjoying your life and living up to your highest desires and calling, and allowing that to pull and lead you into your faith, right? I'm still alive and well, and I'll be okay if it won't kill me physically, mentally, we can get through. Yeah, and ideally you're getting past the stage of just surviving into thriving and feeling really lit up and connected. So, all right, so let's look at these cards here. We have the productivity card, which I have been super productive today. And the message about productivity, I love this, is discernment. So are you just trying to get something done on your to-do list? Or are you very intentional about what's on your to-do list and the energy you give to each to-do list? So for example, my to-do list today involved this live stream, which wasn't a to-do. It was like, I want to go live. It's been a few days. I want to connect in with my people. I want to share all this beautiful energy that's coming through me. I want my clients and tribe to feel the activation that I'm going through for myself, that I decided to have. Like yesterday, I was like, we're doing this. We're going to a whole nother level. I'm just filled with desire and creativity, and this is what we're bringing through. And so discernment is about knowing like, okay, I do have a whole bunch of videos to create for the newsletter, and I can't wait to do that, and I'm going to relax first. Actually, I went and got a foot massage for 50 minutes. I felt all that good energy in my feet and relaxed. They fixed my toe. The reason I went is because my toenail polish got bunked up. And then now I'm gonna come back and do the newsletter and bring all this good energy, right? Let me see what Holly says here. Holly says you're doing throat chakra clearing. I have a PICS addiction. Oh, an ice eating addiction. Oh, like crunching on ice? That's your habit that you're breaking? You know, I find that when we have something that's addictive that we're doing, we're really just suppressing emotions. It's a combination of suppressing emotions and not allowing the alignment that we're being called to. And so the habit of picking on something or doing something obsessively is a way to escape. Everything that we're escaping and we're running from will come running after us. Oh yes, pica, yeah. I worked at Perkins School for the Blind, and one of the little guys had that. So, yes, I mean, you know, for some of us, our need to align and what it takes for us to align is extreme. You know, think about Michael Phelps. Can you imagine how much energy that dude has going through his body? And if he didn't do swimming laps every day and be an Olympic champion, like he'd probably, didn't he have trouble as a kid? Like I have 2 sons and I can see the amount of vitality and energy going through them, coursing through them. And I feel my energy coursing through me. And if I don't work out and paint and channel for you guys and bring through Valtopia coursework and live like I do, I go a little nutty, right? There's a balance to be had for all the energy that courses through people like you and me that are highly sensitive, that are channels, that are intuitives, that are meant to bring through frequencies that instantly heal, activate, and awaken. This is happening, people. Who is experiencing this in your lives? This rapid activation when you come into an activator or a guide's energy. How many of you are feeling and experiencing this? None of my clients, I think, are on the stream right now, but they would all be like, I am. Okay. So, all right, so we're talking about being discerning about what you're being productive about and allowing to come into formation what you're dreaming and feeling and knowing and believing. Yeah? So, Tunisha says, me. Okay. You know, it's so funny. I was connecting with one of my clients that did the 5-day messenger, and she was talking about making her offer, and I said, it's going to be magic, and then I right away pulled the magic card. So I feel like I want to pull this deck again just for this throat chakra that's popping up and allow you guys to feel the expansion of whatever it is that's constricting you there. There's the magic card again. Hang on a second. And if I could just convey to you how much strife and struggle I did go through and where I am now because I relentlessly allowed myself to do things that felt like I was getting away with something doing them. Can you resonate with that? We are taught that life has to be so hard and difficult, and we forget that we get to enjoy it and that that's actually going to work for us. You're not getting away with anything. You're supposed to get away with it, okay? Your purpose activates and excites you and opens you up, right? Allow it to expand you. So this is it. I'm going to go do all those newsletters I was telling you guys about. I want you to sign up for the newsletter. Come join us in Valtopia. Who has questions about the reboot? Look how hot I got today. I had a lot of frequencies coming through. Holly says, I know what you mean. Yes. I have a bunch of messages coming into my messenger box too. Ash says, how long would you say the transition from stressed and unaligned pre-journey volcano to Valtopia? Honey, you can watch the whole thing on YouTube. You can watch the whole thing here on Facebook. I've been live streaming the whole thing. I've been very visible throughout my journey. I started live streaming. Well, 2015 was a whole year where you can see it documented in the coloring book that I published on Amazon. You can get that for $8.88. It's a very activating book. And I was active in a whole bunch of Facebook groups, but there wasn't any, and I did do videos, but there wasn't any live video yet. There was, what was that program called? That one that people were doing before Facebook Lives. Then in 2016, I did Facebook Lives every day for 45 days. And then I come on every few days like I do now. Like sometimes I'll go every day for a few days, and then I'll take a few days break, and then I come on. It's just whatever is right in the moment and in the sequence of experience that we're doing. And you can see. But I will tell you, when I first started opening up my throat and somebody asked me how I was doing, and I actually realized I was miserable, that was in the fall of 2014, Ash. And then in 2015, I realized, oh my gosh, I have to get a divorce. And I went through the whole process of asking for the divorce and then trying to repair the marriage. And that went all the way until the spring of 2017 when I finally left. And I came here into this apartment in the summer of 2017, and I've been here ever since. And I hit some really huge milestones you can see in 2016 in my business in Valtopia. I activated some really powerful leaders. And all that has been coming up in my Facebook feed, and that's why you've been seeing me like respond with so much gusto, because I realized, oh my God, I really did all this stuff I set out to do. It's easy to forget when you're caught up with your kids and you're paying your bills and you're doing, and you don't stop and celebrate the amazingness that you are and everything that you've been bringing through. And for me, I've honored what I've set out to do. It might have taken me longer than I really wanted it to, but it's amazing. In 3 years, I'm back on the path that I set in 2016 and started, and then felt like I had a lot of time where I needed to be with my kids, heal my trauma, get myself healthy, and now we're just popping and ready to go, honey. Ash says it's been a shitty handful of years. I'm almost confident I've started the right path to get out of the thick of life. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Where you are. Oh, that was the quote I wanted to say today. Your circumstances outside of you do not indicate the amazingness you're bringing forth inside of you, right? At all. What you're looking at around you is just an indication of what you did. Now you get to shift it into whatever you desire. Ash says, love it. I'll be on your page in YouTube tonight. Yeah, check it out and like send me, you know, comment on the videos or share them into Valtopia, the free group, and let people know. Because there's other people who've been wanting to understand my journey and learn from it. And I want you to enjoy the content, honey. I killed myself in a way to bring forth this stuff and to be visible. Now it's my joy and pleasure. It always was, but it was weird at first to go live from my living room, and I thought my friends thought I was crazy, and my parents were like, what are you doing with these cards? Like, what are you doing? And my ex said, you can't charge money for that. You're not you're little, all the things that people say to each and every one of you that want to come out as your spiritual, entrepreneurial, creative self and do whatever wild thing you're being called to. I did it, and I stayed up late a lot of hours in that year, 2016, and I was watching my videos last night, and a lot of the videos I was kind of snotty and sick because my kids would get sick and they would need me, and then I'd have to stay up late, and I had to juggle a lot to get to this point where I am now, and it's worth every freaking stress because now is amazing. My moments are so much more calm and connected, and I meet amazing people every day, and I change their life because they get to come back to themselves. Each one of you come into my care and are scared and kind of tight and upset at first, and within moments we're laughing and releasing like a bunch of shit that doesn't matter and tuning into what does matter and bringing it into form. It's incredible. It's incredible. And the dreams and the visions that my clients have are kick-ass. It's so powerful. Everything that comes through you is meant for you, and you're meant to share it. And I work with people who have a big vision and can impact lots of people with this message of compassion and love and creation. We're changing the world with ourselves. Holly says, that's what I want, to be a creative entrepreneur and work for myself. Yeah, I had 2 little kids, and I was working in the film business for many years. You can go see my film credits on Hollywood Movies, and it was a really cool career, and I love all the people that I met and everything, but I couldn't be with my kids. When you work in production, you're always in some office, like on a computer somewhere. And it was freelance. I was always looking for a job and all that. And I remember when my kid was little, and I thought, I want to be the kind of parent that decides to have my own business and makes it. I want to be one of those people that says, and then I decided to start my own business and live my life the way I want to. And I'm doing it. I'm doing it. And you're doing it with me. Come into the Valtopia sphere and you'll be doing it with me. I started from nothing, I have resources. I had resources, and I'm mindful that people are on all different levels. Here's a requirement for working with me. I don't care what level you're coming in at. What I care about is your desire to move out of where you are to where you desire to be. Your desire to be expansive and open. Your willingness to let go of excuses and stories that keep you stuck where you are. Your openness to tune in and feel what we're experiencing together. You definitely need to be open to energy and energy shifting, because it's a huge part of what I do. You want to enjoy my toning and my voice. You got to be able to drop an F-bomb here and there. And you must desire to put in the work. And the work means looking at yourself. I'm there with you. I'm not one of these offhand guides that would leave you to your own. But I keep a tight container and expect the highest of you and see the highest version of you and pull you up into that resonance. It just happens. Holly says, I'm a photographer, a jewelry designer. Just need to figure out how to generate money full-time to make it. So here's what it is about working with me, and maybe other coaches too. when we want to be an entrepreneur and have our own business, we often start out thinking it's about like the business and what do I need to do to get clients, And really what it is a process of getting to know yourself. Where do you doubt yourself? What do you really want? How does that really manifest for you? Not what you think you can do that's going to get you money or get you clients. No, what are you being called to? And if you're intuitive, as you must be, or you wouldn't be tuned into me, then there's probably a lot more to that photography and jewelry designer business that you haven't even allowed yourself to open up to. That when you do, your inspiration and your ideas are different, and your connections become different, and your synergy and synchronicity is different, and everything unfolds in a new way. You see? Woo! Thank you for listening and letting me explain that. And I've got to go do these videos before I go out to dinner tonight. So I'm so grateful to be with each of you and feel this vibration of rising up into your highest resonance, grounding your love and compassion deep into the earth, feeling your heart and just knowing, fuck yeah, I got the business, I am the business, I know who I am, and I may not know what to do yet, but I am perfectly able to tune into me and everything that's coming through me, and everything you need is inside of you. I can't tell you how much I've had to learn this lesson, and it involved feeling lonely and scared and then sitting through that and then realizing, holy shit, I am the schnizzle and it's all right inside of me. Okay? Own your frequency, supernova. There's nobody like you.